Good evening. My name is Elias Munsha, and I am coming live to you from Calgary, Alberta. Today we've had the first fall of snow. Today we've had the first fall of snow. Now, since coming live here, we want to give you a few minutes or a few seconds to spread the word around by sharing this link with your followers, your friends, and everybody. So we are coming live on Facebook. That is Facebook Live on my page, Elias Munsha page. Please like it if you've not already done so. Elias Munsha Facebook page, like it. In addition to that, we are coming live on YouTube. YouTube, which is our YouTube channel. Subscribe to it. Okay. Thank you. Today we have something very, very important. Every day when we are coming live, there is always something live and active and interesting that we need to get to. I am going to invite you, if you are able to come in, and then let's have a little bit of a discussion. There it is. So that is the link you can click, and then we can talk. As usual, our discussion should be brief when you come on. Having said those rules, let's get started. Today, I have just a few things to talk about. Number one, we're going to talk about the conviction of NDC President Dr. Kambwili. Now, the conviction comes as it's not a surprise. We are not really surprised that he's been convicted. Now, one of the things that you need to know is we are not much more concerned about whether this gentleman is guilty or not, okay? What we are much more concerned about is the process. The fact that the law, as it is being applied right now in Zambia, is not fair, right? There is no fairness. The law is being used to victimize the opposition. And that is where the biggest problem is. So when we are talking about what is happening as far as Dr. Kambwili is concerned, it's because there is clearly lots of conflicts of interest, and the law is not being applied very fairly and very equitably. And so it is very sad that out of this, the gentleman is now going to be in prison for 1 year. This matter has not been conducted transparently. We hear that the magistrate, as he was convicting, he said that Dr. Kambwili affect his COVID-19 diagnosis. But we are also aware of the surrounding drama, because as this particular court case was going on, apparently there are accusations. Dr. Kambwili is accusing this gentleman that he wanted a bribe. Now, Magistrate Simusamba does have a history. People have already reported him to the Judicial Service Commission. They've already reported him to the Judicial Complaints Commission. They've already reported him because of the experiences that they've had with this jurist. And so it is very strange that he would be the one that would be used in this manner to convict Kambwili. It's pretty sad. If there is a sad day in our politics, today is one of them, and we cannot pretend as if everything is okay. How come people that are convicted now, just to put this matter in a very good frame, Kambwili will serve a year, if not 2 years, for what the state said was forgery. Forgery of what? Forgery of a document that was used to register a company. Okay? Now, doesn't it sound quite serious? Okay, let's leave that aside. There are so many people that have been stealing from the people of Zambia, stealing billions from the people of Zambia. Today they are walking free. They are in fact serving in President Lungu's government. How then does our judicial system find the courage to convict a person over forging a form to register a company? And yet they have no courage whatsoever to convict thieves that are still stealing today under President Edgar Lungu. This is not fair application of the law. This is selective application of the law. And where there is selective application of the law, there is oppression of people for the mere fact that they belong to the opposition. That cannot be tolerated. We are concerned at how the judiciary is being eroded. Now, when I say the judiciary is being eroded, it's not everybody in the judiciary. I think Zambia does have a very good model judiciary, but there are a few bad apples. And these few bad apples are being encouraged by the one who is leading the Zambian judiciary, who happens to be the Chief Justice. And so this kind of recklessness we are seeing in the judiciary is as a result of the leadership of the judiciary. Not individual judges, not individual magistrates. I think they're trying to work as hard as they can. But there is no leadership in the judiciary. And maybe if we have fresh leaders, something is going to change. But the judiciary, as the third arm of government, cannot say that we cannot talk about it. No, we can talk about it because the government of Zambia is in three branches. There is the executive, headed by Edgar Lungu, headed by Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, State Council. Then there is Parliament with a speaker. And then there is the judiciary, which is headed by the Chief Justice. The Chief Justice cannot say that she cannot be criticized in the way she's handling matters of government, because the judiciary is an arm of the Zambian government. And the people of Zambia have the right to say that there is something fundamentally wrong with the way the judiciary is operating. And when we say that, it is not an insult to all the judges, to the individual judges of our court. Zambia does have very excellent judges. When you read a decision, for example, I want to give you several examples, like Justice Sharon Newa. When you read the decision she made on Sean Tembo, go and read that decision. Wonderful, powerful, you know, a judge who is coming from a very well-informed philosophy to defend fundamental human rights of our people. We have very good judges. Go and read that decision. And then read the MMD decision. Very clearly thought out decisions. We do have good judges. We do have an excellent judiciary. But when the people say that there is issue with some members of the judiciary needs to introspect itself. Because the judiciary cannot escape scrutiny from people who live in a democracy. They cannot tell us that we cannot say that there is something wrong here. And so there is something wrong with Simusamba, Magistrate Simusamba. And instead of the people acting, instead of the judges acting, instead of the judiciary acting, instead of somebody in the judiciary acting, they've not acted. And the corruption from Magistrate Simusamba is now manifesting itself today in the conviction of Dr. Chimba Kambwili. And there is this move that we shouldn't talk about it. We shouldn't criticize it. Let me give you an example. We have Simusamba on one hand, and then we have another magistrate from Livingstone known as Magistrate Mwelwa. He was a magistrate in Livingstone. He still is on the payroll of the judiciary, as far as I do understand. The gentleman was it removed from office or retired as a magistrate by the judiciary? The Constitutional Court ruled the judiciary offside. The Constitutional Court said that there is no law that would empower the judiciary to do what it did with Magistrate Mwelwa. And then the chief administrator of the judiciary, or is it the chief administrator of the judiciary or the registrar of the judiciary, the constitutional court said that this particular gentleman, the registrar, is it the registrar of the judiciary? They said that they had a problem with him because the decision that he took in removing Magistrate Mwelo as a magistrate was illegal. It was not founded on the law. Now, you would expect that a judiciary that wants to serve the people of Zambia was going to act on that particular registrar. No, that gentleman still continues and continues to breed confusion in the judiciary. If the Zambian judiciary wants respect from the people of Zambia, it must begin commanding that respect. The people of Zambia cannot stand by and say that, no, we are going to surrender. If we are able to criticize the president, if the people of Zambia, kuti balandoko bati yo mkwai balungu bali kongola balungu ni ba kongola twibe balungu is not ruling tabaleteka bwino. Why can't we say the same thing when we see wrong happening in the judiciary? Again, it's not the entire judiciary. It's the fact that it's being led not on principles. It's not being led on principles. That's why this particular gentleman, Simsamba, years of corruption, years of confusion, years of mistreating citizens, years of disrespect and insolence to the people of Zambia. No, they did not act. They never did. So when we are concerned at the president, we are also concerned at how the judiciary manages itself. And we cannot be silenced to say, yo muilalanda po, nomba, pari lungu tulalanda po. Ainvane. Turando kubati lungu, tauleteka bwino, yo, tauleteka bwino echalo, tefe bateke, lungu tulalanda po. Nomba, pari judiciary ena teti tulande po. Mwewa nandi ndefwa munje fuirisheko nomba tuilalanda po pali judiciary ati yo mkwa judiciary yena tuilalanda po. There are 3 arms of government mu Zambia. Ubuteko bwakwata ifibungwe fitatu. Aini kwaliba executive Edgar Lungu naba nankwe. Aini Edgar Lungu naba kelenka banankwe executive. Elo kwa ba parliament. Bamatibini, Nama members of parliament, Elokwaba Nama judges. All these 3 are arms of government. Nomba, imwete mutuwebo kwa tiyo mkwai, nga tuwakwatu ubuafya na ubuteko, tule landa pali executive epela. Pantu insambu shama isosele. They deal with executive quite alright, but they also deal with confusion that happens as a result of the people that are leading the judiciary. Not all judges, bamo. That is where the issue is. Nombo muntu wakweba tali ba corrupt mwalishi bano kuishi bana evidence bali mbiretero ko batu uyu muntu ali ba corrupt Simusamba. Okweba tinikelenka ali ba corrupt mwanyantirira tamwala ndapo tamwamu chitapo discipline tamwamu chitapo na suspend. Na lero dine kuliama issues ku anti-corruption commission over the corruption of this gentleman. Ena mwamuleka. Never smumba bamuchita convict. Abashari na evidence katuishina uli omulandu kufio waya ku high court. Bali waya nshandu uli omulandu ku high court. Uwa never smumba. So when we are saying that these are issues that we need to deal with, tekobati ni issue tuwalipata judiciary nangu tuwalipata lungu iyo imisango wafire baleka. Ishimisango eshisha kovati umuntu balimye bati this magistrate is corrupt. Mwakano kuchita act. Mwakoserero kuchita act kuli mwelwa uli ku Livingstone. Ushaba corrupt. Mwatamfie nchito. Apo mwatamfie nchito mwelwa ngo yuzi musamba nishita mwamutamfisha. Elo nomba mwatuwe bati yo mkwaitu ilalanda po. Kwati tatulemona. Yo tuikalefye kwati tatulemona iyo. Iyo mkwai kamulefo ya tule kukulanda po lekenyu tumisango epela. That is the only thing because we can't tolerate it. No manatu mfuati na Law Association of Zambia president na bona abale mbakalata to news diggers okushowa wa news diggers ati bale kokulanda pali judiciary takuwa abefyo. If the judiciary wants to set its record straight, the judiciary bafwire bale ko kuchitefya kuchitachita epela. They've got to be fair. They've got to follow the law. They've got to discipline erring judicial officers. They've got to facilitate for removal of magistrates that are corrupt. They've got to grant judicial independence to magistrates. Judicial independence. Not if you're to mwene muli chishimba Kambwili case and the state. That was not judicial independence at all. Not if you go at magistrate. Magistrate ali corrupt. Atuma abantu atiyo imweka bieni. Undipire kwa kanono nalako chita set free. And that case is live in the High Court. Mwamusuminisha ati yo mkwaiko nkani hapo pako kapingule. Nombo mwamu no bwafye buli. Apingula atishani bakaka chishimba Kambwili. Iyo mkwai. Ngamulefu okukaka abantu, do something that is straightforward and fair for everyone. Twalale kokulanda. Be fair. That's it. Not if you are but mwa koselela fyokulaikata ama opposition leaders. That is not fair. Te wina Kristu yo, nivu satana. And then of course on Sunday, you're going to gather together and pray. No, mape ponshayo. Tatule lando kwa tiresa, lesa mukulu elo Zambia is a Christian nation. Nomba imumweba leteka, tamuleteka okulingana, no mulinganya wakwa lesa. Tamuli mulinganya yo. Muri shetani, unfairness, vindictiveness, and confusion. That is exactly what is happening. And so we shouldn't talk about it at all. We should just stay quiet and stay silent. Iyomkwai twalalanda. Bafu abantu bashalaba ngamulefu okuyikata bonse mubekate bonse mubapose mufifungu bonse muipaye mwalaipaye chalo chonse. Lelo, this kind of thing cannot be tolerated. We can't tolerate it. Amala yamwa umme yashayala kuchishiki. Pena mukashapo at kwena kano mwachita shani mwatontamo. Mwaisa la samo di mbiero tukale kwa kulanda. Tatu wakaleke hiyo. Bantu kuba fefea, beni fefea. Abale iba mu PF beka teni. Baka wala alabo mle iba nabo beka teni nabo bene. Batuwale ni kukoti. Nomba bena tamule batuwala kukoti. Limbi na chimba Kambwili wine nga jakutira he continued being your minister. Nokula kutotela sana nokukushianina. Kata wamwikete. That's it. If chishimba Kambwili nangufere eroli ne chimba Kambwili alanda tabwekela mu PF mwala munefi alachitika. Balalanda tiyo mkwaya difye bwino. Bambeko bantu achitashani atampo kutotela balungu noko bashianina. Nomba when you just say yo mkwai ayama shansha mishianine nishi bwafya sana. Nomba wina Kristu bwa msango shani ubo. But Zambia is a democracy. Zambia kwewa tu yu alefua ya lungu uyutale mufuaya. It's democratic right. Ensa mbwisho lesa tupela fuebe na Zambia. Number the exercise of those democratic rights should not lead anyone. Should not make anyone to begin losing their civil liberties. So then the standard that is used on who is going to be convicted and who is not going to be convicted is not the fact that they've committed a crime. It is the fact that they are supporting the ruling party. That is in itself corruption. When prerogatives and rights under the law are assured only to people that are of a particular political persuasion, that is corruption. That is unfair. That is a violation of human rights. That is what we are disagreeing with. Ababa leyi banga chinchita muleve katira. Kanande, uyu we know what the report Chimba Kambwili over forgery has committed bigamy. Has committed bigamy. Bigamy, very straightforward. You see, forgery have paper fiaku registrar of companies. This gentleman has openly committed bigamy. Openly committed bigamy. And surrogates of the Patriotic Front state, they know very well. Naba idemu kuchita witness ulio winga. Niba ambassador baku Ethiopia. Bigamy. Nomba ni nchi tamwamu ikatira. Nchi tamwamu ikatira. Bigamy is very simple. Nga chakutila high court tayaku chita divorce. Elo waya opa. It's bigamy. It's simple. Nchi tamwamu ikatira. The role muaya ikata Chimba Kambwili atiyo mkwaipa and which paper la tuwele ku registrar of companies signature ya report tayari yakwe. 2 years. This selective application of the law is embarrassing, it's intolerable, and we can't accept with this treatment. If you want to follow the law clean, clear. We are going to agree with you. But as long as you continue doing it, we are going to come after you. We'll continue talking. We're not going to say at yom kwai tulabeko yo tatualabeko yo. Ngachinshi tualalabirako kushi chalo chako anokoeka. Yo kwena. Noko nankwe chalo chakwe. Nomba na Chimba Kambwili wine nina nankwe wine chalo chako anina. Bonse, it's our country. The only thing that should work is fairness, equity, epela. People that are stealing and committing crimes, as long as they support the Patriotic Front, but if you know, JJ Banda, Ndalanda Polyonse, I come from Choimpala. JJ Banda went to a police station. Ukuya pono na baka pokola. JJ Banda. Ishna jakwa timanu wa Banda. Ukuya ukuba ponona baka pokola. Notati shan JJ Banda ukuya ponona baka pokola. Ukuya bapiki muna noko bapoke mfuti baka pokola. After that, ero abasecha baka pokola okuba secha aiba if ya baka pokola. JJ Banda, a Patriotic Front supporter. Today na tumfuati nole prosecute. Eba director of public prosecution. Eba landirat it's what? Nole prosecute. JJ Banda. The only thing is that nicho is PF. Eicho kanshingoli mu PF kutu waiba. Na bigam kutu wachta. And I need to be very clear. Bigam laws are very clear. 7 years if High Court taikupele a divorce certificate. Elo waya upa umbi, it's bigamy. Now I want to challenge anyone. I want to challenge the director of public prosecution. I want to challenge the attorney general. I want to challenge anyone in Zambia. That is what the law says. Bigamy. It's simple. Garaptila tawakwata divorce certificate from the High Court. And then you go through the formalities of marriage. Ugupa umbi. Formalities of marriage wa upa umbi. Mulandu. It's bigamy. Number ever aliba informer. Ever ichite informer go ati Chimba Kambwili is what? But bigamy is ever ichite inform. Ever aliba informer. And the state was happy with that. If people want to fight, this is what we can do. We can call a ring. Elo tuwabengi shamo so that babo mfiafia maka ya kualesa. Abe niba ipono na tuwamo no wa maka. if you're going to Pokola and using state power to fix political opponents, it's not Christian. It's not fair. No. Kweno omuntu ng'akutukana ng'akushoba kirakalipa. Pantu we mwene ulaimona fya tuwaliba fya bwino. Era omuntu wasaime naza kusonta mwaka muno ati we walitumpa. Kirakalipa sana. And if you have access to the state, it's very easy to use that state power to come bearing on them. You want to crush them. If you number constitution ya velako, ya dishibo kwebati, ngatawa aba state wino wazekateka nangwe Minister of Home Affairs, kutu wabomfya baka Pokola to go and victimize innocent people. If your constitution number ya velako to protect innocent Zambians, bako wat number kateka, ela bomfya maka ya state to crush his opponents. Ngarabutira wamwine kateka na uyumfuatu walikuwata maka, aya kwa alesa. Kuya muringi. Ero nomba ulia wino muntu ulia taumfuana nangwe. Mwaingira muringi. Mwai ponona. That is better. Never use state resources. Icho tuwakana. Never use state resources. The state resources, you need to use it to govern ukuteka abantu. Echo bakuperera all this power kuteka abantu ukuteka embwa mano echo bakuperera fyonsefi nama none ule umfwa. It's so that you can govern the people. You will be governing abaina abahonda batali abepya bagashika bafita batonga baloza babemba bahushya bagochipata bonse. You will be governing them. So mano you'll be governing abatekani abalandalanda abasabaira abamungulu amashiru abatuntulu bonse tuli bamubene. That's what Chandana Kese bonse tuli bamubene. Abena Kristo washiri abena Kristo abena Pilato abena Shan bonse there. Oh, niweka teka nomba iweka teka wa use opportunity ya power to crush your opponents. That is not right. That is unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. When we say that we have this problem, Imamwema Patriotic Front cadres, let me tell you, wasn't Chishimba Kambwili a Patriotic Front cadre? Didn't Chishimba Kambwili sacrifice so much for your political party? Uyubaika tabakaka, mule mwanakwana kalimo imwe mulifye bwino. Ain. So you continue doing this at Mukakonkanyapom power? No. When you are fair, you are planting seeds for your future. That's it. And anytime changes can come in the political sphere. So imweta musaka meneyo. Iyo ndela ndilako Kambwili. Ni mwendela ndilako. Ni insambu shenu ndelandi lako, ni mwendelandi lako. Patriotic Front. Panti muliba nandi. Ni mwendelandi lako. Okweba chubu teko nangupate ichipani ichireteka. Tachifuiro okubomfia. State resources to exact revenge on its opponents. Iyo. Taifa chifuire chavevyo. Ngamlefu oku bafeya kanshi uwabiga minankwe mwikateni 7 years engiremo. Nabaliabe nabo bene bekateni nabo bengiremo 2 years. Naba ibire 48 houses yaliabe twaishiba bene nabo bene bekateni. Nama fire trucks yali mwashitire. Fire trucks 1 million a piece. 1 million impia mwaiba bekateni. Nombata mwabekate yo. Bantu banwa nenu, balie nenu, no kuiba kuine, beba nenu. Ejo tamwabekatire. Nombo yo mwale ya nankwe, afuma mumpate, apanga pate yakwe. Nu ati kanofie. Kanofie muipae. Iyo mgwai. Zambia now. World Bank na ichita publish in Kongole Kaloba iyo Zambia ya Kongola. Those figure is $27 billion. En Kongole Zambia ikwede. Lelo. $27 billion. For those that need this, just a few years back, or is it a decade ago, twakwete for 3 billion in Kongole. Nama reserves tuwapanga, rupia banda asha. Nenkongole abasungu bali itwerela in the year 2000 and 2001 and 2002 and 2003 under the Jubilee campaign. All these debts were forgiven. Today we are in debt of $27 billion. Much of it was contracted after 2011. Nomba basata bali tuwele. Kutumwa wapela kwa ensambu atabale basaini nako bana abo bale basaini nako fyenkongole. Bale istefe batu wala basaina. After 2016, 2015 basata bafwa ababa ishite take up. Eba ingire nomba into this thing ukuya Kongola Kaloba. Elo teko bati nga Kongola Kaloba bakule fia mano. Iyo, first of all nga Kongola, ni Kongola tuibe half baiba. Elo nomba na idea ine half ya shala po. Kuya achitavia findu fia madongo. No kufikopa. Elo nga bafikopa, bafibika na pa Facebook. Atefio tule chitefi. Nomba bane, $27 billion in debt. Omo chalo la ni mukwebate. Obuteko tabukweto kwa kufumia $27 billion. Na mwisho wako bakafumia from taxes. Icho nomba. And in fact, the Zambian formal sector employment is about 1 million people, both public servants and private employees. 1 million people. So, in order for you to raise enough money to pay back ye Kaloba kuma Shylocks, China, nakumbi. You know what will happen? It will mean then that you've got to tax these 1 million people more. We're a country of about 18 million. 1 million are the ones that are in formal employment. And you are going to be taxing them more so that mukaledi pire shinkongolesha Kaloba. Tekobati no mwalikula ponefia mano because amukule fia mano lelo amalaiti ngatayaya. Amukule fia mano yale ama bohos yale moneka mumisebo mwakulo musebo lelo mailo ama bohos ya ama potholes ama bohos Lumumba Road Chingola Solwezi Road ama bohos mulechita mwakulo musebo ilo tamulafika pakati ama bohos yambo okulaturika ifindu vyambo kudirika mumusebo. And then you tell us that's where you've spent the money. If we need a commission of inquiry, we need it to investigate how this government has borrowed and squandered this $27 billion. That is a commission of inquiry that we need. And those are kind of people that need to go and appear before our magistrates' courts. And these are the kind of people that need to appear before our high court. These are the people that need to be in jail. Not that Tumundo they reached the forge signature pakupanga company. That's where we direct our resources. Mungu ikato muntu wa forgery pakupanga company. Lelo ababa ide Kongola Kalobe iba Kongola. Atiyo mgwa iba difye bwino. Abare ibe miti company yabufi bapanga company yabufi ati Honeybee shani hiyo Honeybee bapanga company yabufi elo mbaba wina tender to supply medicines to Zambians baiba elo nomba bayashita panado iandalawa iabola elo nomba wachita distribute to the people of Zambia nomba nangu mungalanda ati these are Christians bwina Kristu bwa msango shanyo. And on Sunday, mukakumana no kupepa nama hypocrites. Iyo kwena bonzeri mbi twali kwatako ka hypocrisy. Nomba ka hypocrisy ka abantu bamwe karesta fe affect umuntu weka. Limbi karesta ko affect na family na abana na janja karesta fe affect na nanko abo bomba nako. Nomba akaka hypocrisy akako but karesta affect the nation. Iyo mkwai tafite fimo fine. Omuntu waforja taforja company shani tetutulanda ati mkwai chimo chine no waforja to borrow 27 billion illegally. Ati mkwai chimo chine. It's not. Everything rises and falls on leadership. Nganamu kuata intungulu shia kwa bati ya forja ya kongola 27 billion illegally. Elo mwanje bati yo mkwai ulia muntu chimo chine fena ulia. Iyo mkwai te chimo chine. Kantu uibire nkoko kumirenge. Taringene. No leiba imitisha abantu. Nga balingana shani. Ba pompwe ba mushibira nsala ero mulando ko bati yo mkwai naba lingana na ulia kabwalala aya ibe nkoko. Ati nkoko ile yangala mulubansa. Kumirenge inkoko ire yangala mulubanza ero kabwalala aiba 2 years in jail ati pantushani ali ibe nkoko iyale yangala mulubanza 2 years or 3 years or 4 years ero ngali bomfyako na kamuti pakuibe nkoko aggravated robbery no bail ero nomba ababa kerenka abako bati baya kongola bayiba 27 billion dollars ati yo mkwai nokuba chindikisha ati yo kwena fyaume mwebo efyaume ifyaume fyakoba ati umutifye okushitila abekala chalo omuti nempia nabakwata bakongola okuyashita omuti okuyashita omuti wabola ama fire trucks bayashita ama fire trucks ayabufi $1 million each. And then you are telling me that you we are all sinners. Yo. Kwena, we are all sinners. Nomba, you were ule tungulu and prevailing over millions and millions of Zambians. Ofuide. You know? And if you do, you are accountable for it. Not if you go at Bayaba kuchingiri dafie. Kwana kalimo patriotic front ngavile chabo kuchilongana ni muchuba ndoshi meaning indoshi emoshi shifisamina mwendoshi because how kwena mwandi because we've tried to be civil at yom kwai be civil yom kwai ababale ibati be civil kwi mwebo abani baka bwalala ni bakerenga ngani civility yakwisa if you don't agree with them kukwikata bakulonga ngefe balonga Kambwili lelo. And the judiciary is going to just stand by at Yom Kwai. Then the judiciary becomes an institution that is used by these thieves. That under Tama judges, Yom Kwai walikuwa very excellent judges in Gefyondandire. Number those excellent judges ever freebaba leaders of this judiciary. Forgot if into Fibombe bueno. Twalikuwa very level-headed judges. Imumwema judges mwewa kwa mwa level-headed. Lesa mipale, twalimite mwa. Nomba, aba corrupt. Ama magistrates aba corrupt. Twakula alanda. Tamwaka tunjiantiride. Nga kuikata ikate ni chalo chonse. Mubalonge bonse. Iyo mkwai. Alenivan. Nomba natumfua ati pa Saturday. So Sunday, prayer and fasting. Nomba pa Saturday. Kuka bolu bembo. Nine reverend sokutina landa kupa lubembo. Kuka bolu bembo pa Saturday. Kundola. Bowman Lusambo. Na aleta ama musicians baku South Africa. Okweba tivake SH divisha kundola. On the eve of prayer and fasting. So kanshi kuchidibisha bakanwe bakakolwe bakachitenefe yako chitachita. Wa. And the following day kukabe amapepo kulia kuine kundola. As we shouldn't talk about it. Robert Nirenda. Muliredi na Angushan. Robert Nirenda.
How are you?
Yes, Amutishan.
Hello?
Tule miumfwa. Amutishan.
It's like the network is bad. Yeah.
Okay, the network is bad for you. Wise man. Wise man, you are very wise. What do you say about this?
Yeah, thank you very much. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Thank you. First of all, I'll be quick. The issue of Honorable Kambwili, I think is one thing which has touched my heart. and has shown me very scary to see that in our political arena, I think things are bad. Because the issue of forging a document, who was affected by that forging? None. And here are some people, you know, the company was running smoothly, the workers, they were getting paid. Just a paper, even Pakla accepted the forgery signature or the forgery name. Pakla accepted. The company was paying taxes. No one was affected. Someone has been sentenced to 2 years. Here is Wapompe, who was stealing, pure stealing. We pay them, they bring toll gates to us to tell us that they will be using this toll gate money to make our roads. No any roads, that all the roads they are making, they are from borrowed money.
Thank you, Wiseman. Wiseman has said very important things. Number yo, Wiseman, forgery Molando. That forgery temulando. No. Forgery Molando. Take question. Forger. If you have forger, don't. But there is no fairness. If you are serious about forgery, moekata Kambwili. Kanshbeka teni na babale forger $27 billion of Kaloba. Boyd, in your own view, was the verdict politically motivated? Yes, it was politically motivated. Did Sike commit a crime or not? Sad day for Sike. The magistrate says he committed the crime. That's what the magistrate says. But what kind of magistrate is this? This guy is a corrupt magistrate, absolutely corrupt. Henry Yamba, if you fail, you can see the ploy to eliminate opposition before 2021. Tabashuke, lesatari nabo. Henry Yamba, mulisa tana mulia. Nteja chimfye lesa iyo. Olubuto lwako alesa lwala ikira. Lurina abantu. Echo kanshibane. No mwenso iyo. These are kicks of the last kicks of a dying horse. Koseni, mwebena Zambia. Register as voters and continue talking about these things. Ala, techalo chako nina eka iyo mgwa ichalo chabo onse abena Zambia. Everyone ponse chalo chesu. Nomba batuteke mfine iyo mgwa. Stonella La Zambia is becoming something else. That's very embarrassing. Yes, it is. It's very, very embarrassing. Yeah. Timmy H.
Yes, how you doing, boss? You all right?
Yes, doing good.
All right. Yeah. For me, I think it's just a political vendetta. It's a case whereby the president or just the Patriotic Front is trying to be vindictive and divisive, trying to clamp down on any political opponent, because there's so many vices that the rogue regime has done, and none whosoever that is a perpetrator has been brought to book. But the fact that you're not on the same page with them makes you an enemy, and as a result, the only alternative is just to get rid of you. That's not how you run political office. That's being vindictive and divisive. And on Sunday, they'll be calling for this thing called National Day of Prayer and Reconciliation. Really? Isn't that just a mockery to Christianity?
Yeah.
We ought to be serious. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You know, Timmy, you are straight to the point. Thank you very much for your contribution. If you're I'm telling you, bantu kwena mubalesa. Lesa kuchakwewa kwati yo be fair. Chilawaika takambwili. Lesa kupingula kwati yo mkwai be fair, you know? Na balieba adibire. In fact, balieba iba nefingi. This idea ya kuwa tuwa iba nkoko, no iba $1 billion chimo chine, ufi. That is iyo mkwai te chimo chine. Uwa iba nkoko, no iba $1 billion te chimo chine yo. Uwa iba nkoko. No, oyo eba $billions. Tulanda muchaushi. Nipompwe mushibilansala. Ogweba tena alikuwa tafya kamsango kabuka bwalala. Echo bale yibila. imiti baiba, imisebo baiba, ifima buildings baiba, ile balelanga balungu, KK International Airport. They wanted to be carrying 5 million passengers in a year. Wait, 5 million passengers. We are Congo, ama millions. Elo after Congo, ama millions. Basa sang baiba. After baiba, elo basa change plan. No, even after they changed the plan and toned it down a little bit, still, Impia shashota. You see what is happening? Elo nombale rwati to be carrying 5 million passengers. Who needs 5 million passengers with $27 billion of debt? Ngani bani bakesa? 5 million passengers. Icho tulefo achakobati. Common sense leadership. We're not asking for rocket science. Iyo, common sense leadership. Okutekanya, okushipa, okuteka, amano, okuteka embwa, mano, fairness. That's all we are asking for. Number, are we asking too much? Are we asking too much? Okweba tikateka, eofu ilalando kwa tarefu ya baka kwa lala. Ngaumfua tuyuari iba atamfia. Number, techa atamfia iyo. Pantu banwa nankwe, balia nankwe, no kuiba kuine, beba nankwe, epela. Nomba tuwa mweba. Beba nankwe, banwa nankwe, no kuiba kuine, beba nankwe, tuwa mweba. Ero nomba bese batuikate, bae bafuwa ilishe, apa li forgery, baikate. Ero nga baikate chaba shani, using judges nomba. Nomba na imume ma judges mwapone namu. Nomba nga ma judges nga bapone namu nomba tuikalanda po iyo, tuilalanda po. Pa ma judges. Alavane, tuakulalanda po. Kamwa konkanya po kuchitefifi akupuba, tuakulalanda po. Tatuakareke, nga tukareka shani. If you continue being corrupt, tuamona bwino achiviviri corrupt, tualanda. Kateka tulalanda, this is corrupt. Parliament tulalanda, this is corrupt. Nomba judiciary, why can't we say that these actions are corrupt? Clean your act. Mwale, this is sad. I pray for a better Zambia as soon as possible. Watching from Chirundu, Zambia. Thank you. I think what we need is to continue advocating for good things. What I believe is the whole reason why we are having this kind of confusion in Zambia, the church, if you don't know, particularly Bapente and evangelicals. Because ubuteko bumfo kuli Bapente, no Bapente, tabare bamoba mwabengi, tabare butungulu la yo. Iyo. Eicho kanshi day of reconciliation mukamona nifweto kabakuntanshi Bapente. Mpande ve Bapente tatusakamana. Ninepente. Tatusakamana iyo, day of prayer, ni day of prayer ya Bapente. Beka. It's our day of prayer. Bapente. Nomba nifuire tuviro kula tosha ko yukateka. Naba Minister of Religious Affairs. Ukweba tifi, tefyo. Abena Zambia bafuiro kutekwa iyo. Tefyo chifuire chabe fibane. Te wina Kristo wiyo. Nga ni jeje uwaire pono na bakapokola nga chinshabera oya pono na ukuba pono na bakapokola ukupono na bakapokola noko basecha ukuba pikimusha bakapokola at the police station noko basecha jeje banda PF uyo ali free. Stephen Chilea, we need a better Zambia. Stephen from Chingola. Hey, Chiwempala Patop. I think we need a better Zambia. And a better Zambia is possible. Absolutely possible. We can make it, and we will make it. Passport for Sike to campaign in prison. How could you show muntu kuchushe mipashisha abantu ko? It's not even funny. Yeah. Johnson Kondani Sr., the court will always pass judgment based on evidence and not hearsay. By Elias, let's not be naive. Prove your speculation beyond the reasonable doubt. Call a spade a spade. Sorry, you are talking to me. Ulemfunda about court to follow evidence. Ulemfunda. Aini Johnson Kondani Senior. Yo mugwaye kaifunde nifyoko kwine. Alexander, it's too long. Ububu tekwa mano yena ni zero. They don't think right. I agree. Tasila fenced the forest reserve and is still roaming the streets of Lusaka. Tasila, kupeta oke na kusinda. Let me repeat this. Tasila Lungu went to Petauke and Sinda. Ukuyasanga Forest Reserve. That belongs to the people of Zambia. Of course, everything is in the name of the president in trust. Very important, in trust. Tasila Lungu ukuyasunako a forest reserve in Petauke and Sinda. Ukubika ko fence. And after she did that, that forest now belonged to her. Tasila Lungu. Filafine no kutekania. Kanshinga mwabasanga kuti mwamonati mwasanga abantu abatekania bwino. Imisango. Eko bamwena omuntu ni kumisango. Noti mukumoneka kwa kutekania. Bantu bamoneka fya batekania pamenso lero ni bakerenga. Eicho banemwe banandireke ni miebeko. Mwika konko omuntu efu alemoneka. Pamenso. Mukumu mwena mumichitire. Emo mwena omuntu. Amichitire. So nomba nango kamoneka katekania shani. Ala wemukajana. Webo watekania. Nga waile shani. Kusinda. Ukuyasunako. An entire forest reserve. Wabika kwa fence ati yaba yobe. Nomba kutekania kwa msango shani. It was Panchi Kaunda who said, no, you can't do that. But atabadi niwakateka. My father Kaunda was president. Paisa Chiluba, Paisa Monawasa, Paisa Rupia Banda, Paisa Sata. Nombanga iwe Tasila. Chiwa nshicha kukolecha kwa watu waisa sunako. An entire forest reserve. This is not Forest 47. Iya Lusaka. No. This is an entire new forest. Iya Chipata. Kusinda Petauke. Iyo Tasila Lungu aire sunako. Ajanda. Ajanda Tasila Lungu ati yaba yakwe. She's freely roaming the street and having weddings. Na waiting abantu kulumba sana ati waiting yabantu abatekanya mwego. Kuti mwamwena fyo muntu ati umkoina kwata waiting yatekanya. But naiba kuchipata. Naiba a forest that belongs to the people of Zambia. Ati umkwaiba afuka. Chimumbwa palawiso pala anoko. Uliomu kashana. Palawishi ukufuka. Pamenso. Palawishi. Nabukerenka bwine apala nani. Palawishi. Bantu we muntu tetu imefye waya no bukaka. Ukuya senda part of Eastern Province. Wabika kofensa tiyaba yobe. Iyo. Nishipadi uwafya. Nomba mulefu ati iyo munja wiyikata koko wilanda po. Iyo mkwa yule landa vepadi fimbi. Efyo ule landa po. Fimbi. Efyo tule landa po fimbi. Efi fiena tuila landa po. Aga inde hichilema. Achia lelo kukasama kulialo ushire. Achia kukasama. Mairo ni mairo idile. Aire kukasama. Taya tandareko kukasama. Oko alo ushire. Nomba ganshi chiriole ya kukasama kupita kukumpika. Atari ifika kukasama na muchereka baba chita release Ndola prosecute. Aba muchereka baba chita charge with aggravated robbery. Kwene fintu fimo kutuwa umfuolu se aggravated robbery on mucheleka. So what nomba chijabale bwera aga inde hichilaba bafika mu Mpika bakapokola. Police blocked hakainde hichilema from entering the town of Mpika. Why would the police say no to a citizen going to Mpika? And on Sunday we will be praying. Ipepo likalamberi refuwa yuko Zambia, yendere, isosele, freedom. Omupashu apoli, palaba freedom, kaliaka kobate. Abantu, independence. It's freedom. Nomba tuatamvya basungu, wajio mwe basungu mwalitumpa kabieni. Mwatushupa kabieni. Elo nomba uyu muntu amba kogula chusha omupasho wabe na Zambia. Haka inde hichilema tete apite Mpika iyo. Baka pokola nemfuti nama bomb. Ama AK-47. Na bafuala na camouflage baka pokola. Ready to go to war. Over a citizen passing through the town of Mpika. Kwa ena mweba nandi ba PF. Mutontonka nyepo. A citizen of your country. Na imumwema pastors, particularly mweba pastors bapente. A citizen of this great country. Aya tatanda rileko kumpika. Apitemo fi Mpika. Amoneko atanda rileko alandeko halo, tulibantu kaide, pampika, Ubike mofiwa motoka ushete ko tumoto modimbo no kupasuka upasukireko. Kanga tuli bantu kupasuka. Ufire wa pasuka ko panono we muntu. It's a long journey. Uku baka pokola. With guns. Atiyo tetu pasuke po yo pampika patetu ni antemo mwevo. Ngamupashi wako ale soyo. Chaush. Ushe muupashi wako ale soyo. Uyo. Muupashi wako ale soyo. Mayum for intonation. Ushe muupashi wako alesa. Echo ndera ndila nebo. Muupashi wako alesa. Wako satana. Auba wako alesa. Ngawalire ka HH atandala kumpika. Apasukira kupampika pa no. Apema. Mpika. Alyako tuwako liya Mpika. Apo shako naba nankwe Mpika. Na owine kange ni politician. Aba bepa kwa bena Mpika. Alanda kona bena Mpika. Chalo chakwe. No tubufi aba bepa kono kuba zembaika ko. Ema politics. Efikansa fia chalo. Chalo cheso. Nomba imwati yo mkwai ukumuitira baka pokola. Ne mfuti nama bomb nama tear gas. Ne miotoka. Baka pokola. Camouflage, ready to fight, ready to go to war. Mwevo. And this cannot trouble you. This is okay. And on Sunday you can go and say that no, you are praying for peace and reconciliation. What reconciliation? Anso na lesa kuti afulwa. Iteti ndantireko lesa iyo. Pantu na achepa. Lesa nikabumba. Ewa tubumbile bonse. Nombalesa ali mupera kale HH insambusha kupita Mpika. Nama freedom fighters valirwa over HH's right ukupita okupasukira ko Mpika nokuya bepa kwa abantu ma politics. Okuya beba ati mumwebe na Mpika ine as HH I'll fix everything. It's his freedom. Nomba baka pokola, they stop him. After they stop him, elo nomba pasan that you are praying for reconciliation. What reconciliation are you praying for? Iyo. Ulefu okulesha techeche pitako kumpika. Afuire aya pamusebo. Aya iminina. Pakoba ati ba iminina. HH no. Yo uleresha HH. Babili. Tuwabika kuna na ring. Elo tuwalanda taleni ba ne ipono ne. Ni muomfia maka ya kuwalesa yo hamipera. Mu ipono ne. Elo uwa. Babili. Do not use baka pokola. Mu ipoomfia baka pokola iyo. Mu ilabika baka pokola. Mufia upuba. Baka pokola bombere chalo. Baka pokola babako. Oku tuchingirira bonzi na oku tubombera. No tukuchita stop omuntu. Natiyo mkwaite tetanyante Mpika. Yeah, Wafia-san. It's been 1 hour. Thank you very much. Let's keep praying for Chimba Kambwili's family. Very, very sad. We know he worked for these people. He sacrificed for the PF. He made Edgar Lungu to be president. He helped a lot. Is he perfect? No, no one is perfect. What happened? Very sad. He's sleeping in jail tonight and a few more nights until he's given an appeal. Let us pray for him and let's pray for our country. Thank you. Good night. Please like our page, like our Facebook and everything else. Okay. Thank you.